How we doing, Robust family? And look, welcome. I know you're going to enjoy the episode coming up, and we have a lot more stuff on this channel. But before we engage on the new show, can I ask you to do me a small favor? Just robustly smash that subscribe and like button. It helps us a lot, and it makes sure that you do not miss a robust breakfast show beat. All right, enjoy. Oh, hey, oh, guys, it's gonna be a good day today. I'm telling you, every time I hear that breakfast show theme tune, I am just really wired, ready, and inspired. It's just high energy. High energy here on your breakfast show. I'm your host, Robert Ashitey, your robust presenter, and I'm going to be with you till 10 o'clock. And also, controlling the sound, the lady of sound herself. It's the one, it's the only, it's Kathleen. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are we doing today, Kathleen?
I'm good.
You're ready, wired?
Yep.
Fully inspired?
Yep.
Your playlist ready?
Yep.
Burning fire?
I don't know about that, but...
Your playlist burning fire? Like, you just agree with it, man. Just go with the
Sure.
flow. Like, yeah, you don't just like cut at the end. Like, you just, yeah. Okay, guys, today is Relationship Power Thursday here on The Breakfast Show, where we look at tools, tips, and ideas in order to have good relationships with ourselves, those around us, and romantic relationships as well. As you know, we're in the spirit of the 21 days in all our health centers around the globe. And so, bearing that in mind, we're going to be capturing some really powerful nuggets as well to help us in our love life, because we keep developing our life, obviously, with the essence of the 21 days involved in everything. All right, we're going to be having our table of just propagated today. We're going to have Mr. Ignatius joining us finally. He's been a difficult man to track down. He's been married for a good, only the father knows, very long time. And, you know, he does the work of God as well. He's a great man. And he's someone that, you know, when you don't have the offer of love, you just, for some reason, point a gun to your wife's head. So what'd you do? Yeah, old life. But they've had, since the interaction with the offer of love, getting help, him and his wife, they've come a very, very long way. All right. And we're going to be getting his take on things that are going to be shared today from last Thursday's Love Talk. All right. I'm really excited. We're going to have I Am Will joining us very, very shortly as well, who's making his way to join us today. And unfortunately, Sabrina's meant to join us, but she's got a bit caught up. You know, when you're a superhero life, you just kind of so it's a bit tough. All right, guys, but anyway, we're going to get into this now, and we're going to go for a very short time out. And when we come back, we're actually going to go into our 21 days John challenge that we're doing by Renato Cordoso. Also, I just want to apologize as well, because yesterday I wanted to try out an extra talk thing to carry on a conversation that we wasn't able to expand upon here on the breakfast show yesterday. Unfortunately, I overcommitted myself, and I had something else I had to be, so I wasn't able to kind of focus on that. But definitely let's do it another day. But just looking at how important the official Liberty Radio Instagram is for us to continue communicating after our Liberty Radio shows end. Ain't that right, Kat? I was saying, the official Liberty Radio site, how useful it is, when we have programs on Liberty Radio, for us to continue conversations outside of the Liberty Radio programs. For example, yes. We have various programs on this platform, and maybe there's questions that you'd like to ask the presenters on the platform. You can do so. You have access to that. You can keep up to date on it. So official Liberty Radio is our Instagram page, and literally your Liberty Radio journey doesn't have to end just with the programs here on Liberty Radio. All right, I don't know if I'm having a bit of issues with the stream this morning. I don't know if it's me, or is it my typing, because I've got thick fingers. I don't know. Let me see.
What's the issue?
It just seems to be jammed.
What do you mean jammed?
It's not doing anything. I'm there, and I'm like,
oh, it's not loading.
Yeah, it's not loading. There was this thing that says stream unavailable, but
just refresh.
Yeah, I've been doing it, Kat.
It's working on my side.
It's working on your side.
Yeah.
Now the time is just 8:12 here in the UK. All right, and I look here into the live chat, and hang on, am I seeing conversations from yesterday morning? That's impossible because we had Be Inspired and everybody communicates on Be Inspired.
Yeah, the first person is Gillette Smart.
Okay, let me just check here. Because I'm seeing Ursula put A.
Yeah, that's from today.
That's from today?
Yeah. Scroll up.
Okay, yep. Yep, okay.
Oh dear. You see the ages.
What?
Yeah,
Why do you have to bring age into this?
Don't know.
Why have to bring... It could just be a thing.
Quite evident.
See, you didn't have to say that. Like, you could have just let me just...
You don't have to react.
React to what? You're speaking on live radio.
Yeah.
Like, you have to react. I can't exactly blank you.
Yeah.
Like awkward teenager. Like, oh, let's leave him. All right. Okay, here we go. Gillette Smart says, good morning, Breakfast Show staffs. Also, Mr. Robert, God bless you. Happy Thursday. Amen. Gillette is consistent.
Yes.
Amen.
It's
I like this fire sound effect. It's very nice.
feels like the last airbender. Come on, well, let's time it. Let's see. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
We have a water one as well.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Okay, we have fun here. All right, also we have this morning Olivia in Luton saying, good morning, Olivia. It's the first time I'm seeing you on the show. Let us know if it is the first time you're communicating with us. It's great to have you with us. We also have the one and only Alafair from Southall Force saying, pleasant good morning, Breakfast Show family. Have a fantastic day. We receive it, sis. We receive it. About it on Monday, I'm going to play our music video. All right, I'm going to play our music video at a fair. I'm going to make sure I don't forget, and I'm going to make sure I send it to Kathleen. The music video of Brixton, I think it was one of the first music videos we've ever done. That's why it actually got recorded. So it'll be interesting to see what you guys think of it.
Yeah.
The vocals ain't all that.
Yeah.
Right? There's no...
Uh-huh.
But I think it was
Are you in it?
I'm in it, yeah. So that's interesting. It's a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
We have Kareen saying, good morning, BSF. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, Kareen. God bless you. And may the joy consistently overflow inside of you. Oh, yes. Come now.
Bless the Lord.
Say what?
Oh, my soul.
Come now.
And all that is within me.
Boy. Oh, I missed it. Good morning to you, Miss Kareen. You're awesome. And also followed by the one and only Breakfast Show faithful. It's David. David's in the house. You know what time it is when it's David. I love his intro, you know. I love his intro too. It's just, watch me now. Watch me. Uh-huh. Say what? What me say?
Yeah. When they ask me where I'm from the Caribbean, and I'm a Christian boy. Oh, Lord, oh, Lord.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with dancing. Part of our culture. No ways rotating, no. Don't let the devil tempt you. Christian from the Caribbean.
What?
Music is a part of our life.
Say what?
Yeah, we dance and raise flag, but we represent Jesus Christ. Can't promote no revelation, cause the Bible and tell me them thing is sin. Used to do them thing before, but Jesus cleansed me from deep within. So no more partying, no more drinking, no. Cause Jesus saved me, but me dance when the gospel hit me. Heard me and Christian, and dancing in my blood. Heard me and Christian, and dancing in my blood, my blood. Heard me and Christian, and dancing in
Love
my
it,
blood.
love it.
Heard me and
Love it.
Christian, and dancing in my
You know, with
blood.
that song, we're just waiting for that hook there. Caribbean Christian. What's it? It's not saying dancing in the club, is it? Oh, dancing's in my blood.
Yeah.
I thought it was dancing in the club for a second. I was like,
No, he does speak about that. He used to dance in the club.
Ah.
But he does, as a Christian, he doesn't do that anymore.
dancing's in my blood. Dancing like David did.
Yeah.
Soak it up, guys. Oh, our guest is here. Let me just check here. We got our guest here. Okay, seems like Mr. Ignatius is here. I'm going to come down and get Mr. Ignatius. All right, fantastic. We're good, Mr. Ignatius? Excellent. Just wait for the door. We're going to come and get you up here, yeah? Thank you. Excellent. Great. All right. So the first of our table of justice arrived, guys. It's a live show. This is what we do in the breakfast show. It's a kitchen. Everyone's just passing through, right? Also, we have the one and only Ursula joining us this morning saying, good morning, BSF. I'm really enjoying this show. This is great. Wait, is this breakfast show, right?
Yes, the breakfast
Okay.
show.
Okay. No, I mean,
BSF.
Okay. Oh, yes. But like, we haven't really done anything yet. Like, this is
been
great.
Enjoying the show so far the past
vibe.
3 days.
Oh,
yeah.
this is great. This is
Lovely.
great. This is great. Yeah. You're awesome. Ursula?
Yep.
I think she might be in next another breakfast show. Faithful cat. Could be. All right. Also, we have the one and only Pauline saying, good morning, breakfast show family. Have a blessed day. I love this breakfast song. We going to have a good day. And I always dance to it to keep it going. Ooh. Absolutely. You see that situation? Go on.
Let me go, let me go, let me rush. Let me go, let me go, let me rush. Let me go, let me go, let me rush. I want to dance to Jesus, boy.
All right. Also joining us this morning, we have also Diana. By the way, Pauline, no longer hawker stalking.
Yep.
Pauline used to be a professional hawker stalker on the breakfast show. If you don't know, it's when we have our listeners who listen faithfully, which is great, but we don't know they're there. So some of you are right now listening to the breakfast show, you're enjoying the vibe, but we don't know you're there. And here's the interesting thing, is the one when we see them and they say, hi, I'm da-da-da-da-da. And we're like, hi? Huh? You know what I mean? It's not like, for example, it's like someone says, oh, I'm Ursula. Even though Ursula's new, we're like, I was like, oh, hi, Ursula, how you doing? But some people say, oh, yeah, I'm Devontae. Huh? Hi, Devontae. Oh, I listened to the breakfast show. Oh, great. Oh, great. Thank you. That's great. But it's different when we have like the listeners, you know what I mean? Like Pauline, Pauline, like she just stopped being a hawker stalker. She's like, you guys crack me up on the breakfast show, And I'm like, you know how we do. It's like that. It's like that. Diana, when we see Diana, it's like, she's in Boring. She's all the way in Boring. But it's like, so all hawker stalkers, we love our hawker stalkers. But we enjoy it more when we talk as well. We love it. All right, Diana's in the house. We got the one saying good morning, breakfast show family. Have an amazing day. Ursula's cracking up, laughing. Neo, Priscilla, Dinko from Botswana is with us. It's good to always have Botswana around. Literally, Botswana and Namibia.
We need some songs from Botswana. Are there any like songs or something from the YPG?
We used to.
Really?
Yeah, because we had a Botswana invasion on the breakfast show. They literally just came and took over the breakfast show. And they're giving us some songs, but I don't know, since we had the clean out, if they're still there.
No.
Yeah. But the Namibia ones remain because they're consistent. So it's been good. So great to have with us, Priscilla, this morning. Also this morning, we have Pamela. Oh, gosh, I got to catch up with this live chat. Okay, let me speed through it. All right. We have Pamela Thomas in Botswana. Good morning, Pamela. Loving the interaction we have, especially with us on the WhatsApp line. Say good morning, breakfast show family. Hope you have a good, hope you're doing great. We are. Thank you. We have Therese from Croydon, the Chosen. UTS soldiers. Come on, you have to give them a tune. That E-A-R-R, Chariots of Fire type thing. Yes. They're there. It is a UTS shoulders of Croydon. Yes. Croydon. It's Croydon. Absolutely amazing. Yes. Saying good morning, sir. They call me sir. Oh. Croydon UTF. Great to have you with us, Therese. It's UTF, yeah. It's UTF soldiers. Yeah, man. UTF soldiers, man.
Are they not meant to be in school?
I think that she starts at a later time, this one.
Okay.
Yeah, so some of them, I know. Some of them I'll be like, but the rest of it's like, well done, Therese. You made it today. Had to give you recognition. All right. Also, as well as our Croydon soldier in there, we have Basset Sana in Botswana. I think she needs to have a theme tune. I think it's coming. Yeah. I think we really have an essence of Basset Sana's personality now. Yeah. That we're starting to process a theme tune for Basset Sana.
It's building.
It's building. Saying good morning, BSF. Have a robust Thursday. She's got the language. She's got the language. She's caught it. All right, saying, and yes, it's gonna be a good day. Absolutely, Basset Sana. Anonymous ending 513 says, good morning, BSF, from Dominique and Kaya in Hackney. Have a blessed day. This is day 4.
Yeah.
seems like we can have some new Hackney soldiers joining the Breakfast Show crew. Interesting. Great to have you with us, Kaya, and also Dominique. Also, we have here Therese saying, good morning, sir. Croydon UTF, making sure. We have Sister Dee saying, good morning, Breakfast Show team. And guys, by the way, Sister Dee has some powerful news to bring to all of us on Monday. She has some powerful news. And I said to her that I'm going to have to let her tell you, Kat.
Oh, my days.
Yes, we have some really...
I won't get my hopes up.
Kat, we have some really serious news. Like, by the way, if you're not familiar, on the Breakfast Show on Mondays, we have movie surgery. And obviously, we're in 21 days, so it's more inspirational and evangelical movies that we're looking at. And we review, take them apart. Sister Dee joins us. She's a movie buff. She goes into the intricacies of a movie, And on her journey, Sister Dee's journey, in order to explore media, there seems to be some very good news. And I think when we hear this news, Kathleen's going to backflip on her chair. When we hear this news, it seems impossible. It seems impossible. Even so impossible that Kathleen's face is like skeptical. But I'm going to have to let Sister Dee tell you, Kat. This is going to be for all the listeners who love The Chosen. This is going to be for all of you. Something very special that's happened for us.
I don't believe.
I know, Thomas. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We'll get there.
You know I was this close to deleting the group chat.
You see the situation. If you're a fan of The Chosen, then you know we've covered it. We cover it, consistently. And Kat's a very avid fan. And we had some bad news. But trust me, there's some good news for us, Kat. Just believe, okay? So good morning, Sister Dee. Karina in Namibia says, good morning, BSF. Fam, having an awesome day. We're going to have a good day. Huh? Hookhandets. Karina. Absolutely. Good favor. I think Karina's a genius, by the way.
Ooh.
Yeah, she always seems to win our prizes like on a major scale. We have Chanel from Kilburn saying good morning. Lady Jazz in the house. We have Abba N saying good morning. BSF. Anik says good morning. Breakfast Show and Kathleen. Bravo to be part of an amazing show. Anik.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know Anik very well?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Great to have you with us, Anik. You're awesome. Je ne sais quoi. Okay, I've got. Sister Dee says, I cannot wait to the Brixton recording back in the day. She's looking forward to see that on Monday. Tavira says, good morning, Breakfast Show family. Alifez laughing. Dion's cracking up. See, Sonia saying, good morning, BFS. A blessed day to you all. Patience saying, good morning. All is going to be a good day. Ursula saying, where's Dr. Shad? He's disappeared and vaporized. But he might turn up somewhere. He might. That was good.
He's good. Like the wind. You don't know where it comes from and don't know where it goes.
Yeah. Do you see him appear in the corner? He just will turn like this. He's in the corner with a tea in his hand. Oh, wow. We have Pamela Thomas saying, yes, we do have YPG songs. I'll send you. Thank you, Pamela. You're awesome. Awesome. All right, we have Ursula saying, I'm crying. Chanel says, good morning, BSF show fam. Good morning, Chanel, South Africa. Abby N says, hello, Lucky. I love it. When everyone communicates, I love it. Kat,
wow.
I sent you a message. He sent you a message. Guys, I'm going to go for a timeout. I'm going to get one of our first guests, and I'll be with you. Enjoy this song and get your book ready, 21 Days That Can Change Your Life with Bishop Renato. And then we're going to go into our love therapy material and our TikTok shocks. It's going to be awesome. I'm really excited. Is that? Oh, you have to do that. I know it's my daughter does. When she does that, she does her eyes funny as well. Am I doing? I'm not. Okay. Oh wow, you got balloons. I've got nothing.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'll be right back in just a moment. Right after this. Enjoy. All right, it's that time. I'm really excited and it's time to shine. It's your breakfast show and I hope you're enjoying my rhyme because if you have just joined us, do you know that we're here every morning from 8 a.m. to 10 o'clock in the morning, helping to start your day right. We have joining us in the studios the lady of sound herself, the one, the only. It's Kathleen here in the studio. Good morning to you, Kathleen. We all good?
Good morning.
Look at that. She's got that assassin look. Like I'm fully fired up and ready. Ain't it, Kat? Look at you, your effects. All right. Also joining us in the studio, parachuting down from the breakfast show glass ceiling, we have the one, the only. It is I Am Will. Good morning, I Am Will. Here's return back. Hey, booyah shaka.
Back again. Hey guys, good morning.
Good morning to you, Warrior. How you doing today?
Honestly, feeling really refreshed.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, literally as soon as I stepped outside, it was like, I was like one with the wind kind of thing. I was feeling good.
That sounds nice and tranquil.
Because it was. Honestly, yeah. Because I didn't overdress now for the weather, yeah.
Okay.
I think that was probably my issue yesterday.
Okay.
So yeah, it's feeling really nice.
I mean, that's the thing about having grey skies, right? You know, if you got grey skies, all you need to do is either you're going to be wet or you're going to be okay. Yeah. So you know we ain't going to be wet today, so you're like, I could trust it. You know, not like other days where, for example, it's sunny and then it rains. Bruh. UK, like, you know. So, well done. Good strategy, mate. Good strategy. Thank you. Also, you can see beside the one and only I Am Will, returning back to the Breakfast Show studios. It's the one, the only, the soldier of might, justice, and the godly way. We call him Mr. Ignatius. Good morning, Ignatius. You can put your headphones on. You can hear your music. Yes, that is it. That is it. You're plugged into the matrix now. You're in. How you doing, Mr. Ignatius?
Well, indeed, I'm feeling very good. Very good, very refreshed, and the morning is actually cool.
You're a morning person?
Very cool,
yeah. Are you a morning person?
All the time.
Kat.
Hello.
We have a morning person here, another morning person. It's like I surround myself with morning people because there are people that they hate the morning. They get. I mean, Kat Lee manages to mitigate her situation with coffee, but you see, but like when I see another morning person, this is great.
I am a morning person, and weather doesn't count for me.
Yeah, I love that. I Am Will. Do you love that?
It does, yeah, I do, because it's something. That's the level I'm now trying to get to. Because I had to transition from night person to morning person, particularly last year.
Yeah.
So it's still steps for me. I can't lie, but
fantastic.
That's good.
We're working towards it. Yeah, we're not being like stubborn like Kat used to be. Kat used to just be like, I don't like Mondays. And I'm like, come on, Kat, you gotta enjoy Mondays. Bruh. She weren't budging, but I could see little by little. You see, little by little, with the help of coffee. Yeah. I'm proud of you, Kat.
Getting a smile.
Proud of you. I love it. So Ignatius, great to have you with us on the show today. Obviously most people who are listening and they're from the Help Center, you know the Breakfast Show isn't like a normal show where it's like a testimony, etc. We're literally here to get you through the morning. But I love you having you on the show, Miss Ignatius, because you've been married for a very long time.
Indeed.
How many years have you done now?
Wow.
I know, right? We don't like to keep count.
extra 25.
25 years. That's 2 decades and a half a decade, right? And the amazing thing, Bishop's going to be sharing some things with us today. Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to your insights. Yeah, but because I remember, like, especially like when you was in the Help Center, I heard your testimony, right? This man with his handsome smile. You could see him on a white horse going to save the princess or the queen. Like, yeah, very charming. Absolutely. But before literally relationship life was crazy to the extent in your old life. So you've been married for all these years, but in the early days, things were so crazy between you and your wife that you even said, you know what, military, you knew when to have a gun. And he was like, you know what, woman, I'm going to end you, right? Indeed.
Wow. It's one of those things when you don't know where you are, what you are doing.
Yeah.
Crazy things, crazy mind just came up, overtake you, and you do things that out of the extra.
So yeah, I'm looking at I Am Will. He's like, oh gosh, I want to see this guy's story now. He's like, we need to explore this. This is interesting. It's hotting up. I can see that spark in his eyes. So look, so we're gonna have some very interesting takes this morning, guys. But without going any further, let me catch up in the live chat. Sorry, the live chat has been kicking off. Sorry, guys. Sorry. So we have Chanel South Africa. We have Clive. We have Jeanette saying, "Good morning, Breakfast Show. Good morning, fellow listeners." That's how we roll. Karina over in Namibia says, "Hi at Abba N." Okay, they're all talking with each other. Pam, Namibia. Mm-hmm.
That's where I originated.
Hey, I keep forgetting, guys. Look, you have a Namibian father here, a Namibian patriarch here, starting with us, and also it was during the time of war as well.
Yeah.
Now, those of you in VYG and you're from Namibia, he's seen it.
It's called the land of the brave because of that war.
Really? Why the land of the brave?
Because we faced the most strongest army in Africa.
Is it?
The last colony, by the way.
Is it? I was getting excited. He's processing. I
Bro.
was processing. I could see he's gonna look. So look, there you go, Namibia. Holla at the one and only Ignatius. Yes, it is from the land. We have Pamela Thomas from Botswana saying you are not a morning person when you keep on snoozing off your alarm in the morning.
Who's that?
That's from Pamela. So, like, if a person keeps using the snooze button in the morning, they're not really a morning person.
No, they are not.
What's Cat? Cat, you okay?
Put quite a few people on blast there.
Did you say that on purpose?
I think so. I think this is
Kat, she know you.
That came straight
You know
from.
her?
No, she was speaking our prophecy.
Yeah.
This is prophecy. You know what I mean? And you have to see if the word is for you. Take it or not. 21 days.
Yeah.
All right. Also, we have a comment here. Ursula cracking up. I'm 25. That's from Ursula. Okay, fantastic. Wow. Oh, wow. So you was being married at the same time as Ursula since she was born.
Wow.
You got married when Ursula was born.
My good.
Yeah, that's strong things, isn't it?
That's
like,
serious.
I keep thinking like I'd been married at the time that if I had a child when I got married,
Yeah. Then see,
that would have been my child.
20.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
it's and it's fast.
It's fast. We have to move on from this subject very quickly. We have Jordan. Jordan saying, hi, breakfast show. Good morning, Jordan. I don't know if this is Jordan from Croydon, if it's Jordan from Finsbury Park, if it's Jordan that I know, Jordan. I know, but good morning to you, Jordan. Great to have us on the show. Sister Dee Dee says, hi, Abba. God bless you. Look at that. Blessings. I love it when they communicate.
I love those blessings in the morning.
Yeah.
They actually mean a lot,
Yeah.
and they can actually happen when you take them.
Say that again?
They can happen to you when you take them seriously.
What, the blessings?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just
receive
collect
it.
them one
And
by
we
one.
get so many on the breakfast show in the morning. This is why it's the best place to be.
We collect them.
Absolutely. Ain't that right, Will?
No, honestly, that was a really cool point. Yeah, because it's kind of like when someone says good morning to you, and you hear it enough times, maybe you just take it for granted. But literally, if you open up and like, yeah, actually,
I receive it.
Take them.
yeah, thank you for sending that my way. It's in my pocket.
Exactly.
You know what
I
I mean?
receive it. Thank you, guys. You're awesome. And also, we have the Catherine saying good morning, Mr. Ignatius, straight from Namibia. All right. So, everybody, even Estella's here over in Chicago. That's awesome. All right. So, guys, keep it coming. Keep the conversation high. This is your breakfast show. But now we're going into a new vibe as we're going to continue with our
Daily.
21-day challenge with Bishop Renato.
Yes.
All right. So, guys, as you know, it's a 21 days, and we are literally abstaining from secular media, secular information, so we can engage more in the spiritual things,
Indeed.
more intimate communion with God and the Holy Spirit. So, yesterday we had day 2.
Yeah.
And day 2 was speaking about the division. The division, obviously, you have to have read John chapter 2 to go with the pieces of Bishop's points here, because we're not going to read the whole Bible chapter. All right. But we're on day 3 now. And day 3, if you haven't read, no, day 4.
Day 4.
Thank you.
Day 4.
Thank you. Okay, so we're on day 4 now. All right. And in the Bible passage, it speaks about a Samaritan woman meets her Messiah, the whitened harvest, and the savior of the world, and welcome at Galilee, and a nobleman's son healed. That's all in John chapter 4. And Bishop has to say this. He says, the heading reads, he mingles with the Gentiles. Human beings are experts in rivalry. True that. Isn't it? We see it everywhere, from like VYG it's UTO. We love rivalry, we love competition, right? So human beings are experts in rivalry. Brazilians and Argentinians, the British and the French, Americans and Russians, capitalists and socialists, in business, in politics, in arts, in sports, in science, in religion.
True.
So true, right? Since Cain killed Abel, everywhere we go, enmity, competition, and prejudice can be found among people. So it was and still is among the Jews and the Samaritans. Why didn't the Jews talk to the Samaritans? Because they considered them to be sub-race not legitimate Jews. The Samaritans were a mix of Gentile and Jew. They came about during Israel's captivity to Assyria, which lasted for many years. After the Israelites were sent into exile, the Assyrian king sent people from different regions to dwell in Samaria. And so the Samaritans merged the Jewish religion with the pagan. They even built a temple on Mount Gerizim to compete with the temple in Jerusalem, claiming that it was the true place to worship God. At the time of Nehemiah, as he was repairing the ruins in Jerusalem, Sanballat vehemently opposed him and did all he could to stop him. Sanballat was a Samaritan. Wow, I didn't realize that. I didn't notice that detail. I just thought Sanballat was just like
someone else from
yeah,
within. Yeah, that's
but
what
he was.
thought. Yeah,
That's deep. It continues. It was with this backstory that the conversation between the Lord Jesus and the Samaritan woman at the well took place. He shouldn't have talked to her because aside from being a Samaritan, she was a woman who had many men. But he did. He broke the rules. At that moment, he ignored the city's history and looked within that woman who had a questionable past. Steep. It continues. A man who told me all things that I ever did. John 4:29. Jesus knew all about that woman, all that was wrong with her. Yet he offered her a new life, a chance to start afresh, like a glass of cold water, or better, an inexhaustible spring for a traveler in the desert. The result, instead of rivalry, there was salvation for her and for many others in the city whom she invited to meet Jesus. If God doesn't look at us with prejudice, why do we do that to other people?
good question.
Have you been judging people without knowing them? Have you been holding a grudge because of something that happened in the past? Have you been bad-mouthing someone just because you heard someone else badmouth them? Are you in need of this living water that Jesus offered the Samaritan woman? It's available to you right there where you are. It's called the Holy Spirit. All you have to do is to ask. The footnote reads, if you knew the gift of God and who it is who says to you, give me a drink, you would have asked him and he would have given you living water. This is what makes the Christian faith different. Right now, we've just had a piece shared with us which talks about the issues that we know, the things that we can complain about, rivalries that human beings have with each other. And we can even justify in our own thoughts and in our own minds. But then we're seeing how Jesus dealt with the situation, where Jesus offered an olive branch to somebody who culturally we had many reasons not to accept, not to even acknowledge or speak to, but he offered an olive branch of forgiveness, of hope. Why? Because he had that to give. He had something good to give. And I think even what we're seeing here is that many times we can actually show the state of our spiritual maturity simply by the way we look at others, the way that we look at people we don't know, the way we look at our neighbor. Sometimes when I think Bishop James last week in the love therapy, he spoke about the lady he was considering to marry. There were red flags where she would speak about authorities and comment about other people in a very negative way, but he overlooked it. So we can see that spiritually there was something lacking there. So this is really powerful.
Too strong.
Too strong.
Too strong.
It's a really deep self-analysis, isn't it?
Because it's give us what we take from outside is what is inside.
Yeah.
No matter how small, if you ignore it, then
it's true. I think this 21 days we're seeing a lot of signs for us to analyze ourselves and to see and finding out where we could, because sometimes we don't know what to pray, and we're seeing ways that we could be made better in the small things that we don't realize. I'm here to hear your take on what was just shared just now.
I think I was touched more by that piece than the one we read yesterday, if I'm being honest with you. And as per usual, it will be because if you can sort of find something that resonates with you. So it wasn't just the end, but I wanted to address the end part first. When it's kind of asking you those self-reflective questions of are you someone who has been judging people I suppose yes, as much as it would be uncomfortable, because we all do it. I think somewhere in my mind would say, no, I don't really do that, but of course I do. But I think the one that hit with me would be stuff like where holding grudges, where I've been on like the receiving end of maybe like sort of bad treatment to someone who I tried to go out of my way to like do good things for. So, and that was something I was thinking about yesterday actually, and I was trying to battle with that, how to navigate that, how to approach that. Should I just leave it alone, things like that. So that was something that touched me as well. I was thinking about it even this morning on my way to the studio today. Wow. So seeing that was actually something that was quite nice to look at that, because now I know like however way that I approach that situation when I choose to, it's not going to be something that's done with any like harsh words or negative words, which initially I was resisting anyway, but now I kind of just know that's totally out of the question.
Absolutely.
Like I got to try and find some way that is a different way. I don't know which way yet, but that was something that was nice to give me food to think about personally.
Love it. I love it. So already we're taking gleaning some good fruit from this, yeah. And here's another interesting thing, right? I'm talking the lady, the Samaritan lady. After Jesus extended an olive branch to her, guess what she did? Imagine the city knew her situation. Other people looked down on her, right? Other people saw her as not being a nobody. But guess what? Because she was changed through her experience with Jesus, she went out and impacted everybody else.
She actually bypassed the anomaly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
She realized that what I have is above everything. Me, him, they, them. And I'm just going to go over and extend the same branch to everyone, regardless of my past. Because when you have that, the past is the past.
Exactly. And this is it, guys. This is what Jesus does. This is the difference between religion and relationship with Jesus. It transforms us, and we want to go and extend that olive branch and put it into practice. We have the Remember Me event coming up. What a better opportunity. What a better opportunity for us to work on ourselves as we're doing the 21 days, and also go out and extend an olive branch to maybe that person we haven't forgiven, maybe that person who is despised on our road, maybe that person who always complains about their situation. We're doing our part during the 21 days, we have an olive branch to extend.
Even to those who, like you said, who have maybe stepped on us in the past.
Yes.
Because those are the hardest to extend
tough.
Our heart.
That's tough.
Our hands. You know for sure that once you have done that, you are triumphant. We have overcame.
Drop it like it's hot.
And the person is going to look at you, and without no answer, just going to have a lot of why with all this I have done to him, with all this I have done to her, all those things, why? Some even ask really, literally, why are you doing that? I had many people asking, why are you doing that to me? And I said, why not?
But you had to have that inside of you first. That's it. Become the anomaly, guys. Become the anomaly. I was just looking at Nation like, that's deep. We got some comments here in our live chat as we're just getting ready to move on. We have Estella saying good morning over there. Good morning, Estella.
Good morning.
Dion says good morning, assistant. Land of the brave. This is so powerful. Absolutely. Namibia. Now we know, Kat, we've got something to add to it. It's not just your place of birth. It's the land of the brave. Yeah, you just labeled it. Pamela Thomas says, wow, I'm reminded that when God looks at me, he sees beyond my flaws. He sees a soul. It would be good too if I strive to do the same thing to others. Indeed. Drop your like it's hot. Ursula sending fire. Refilaway says, oh my gosh, work was so hectic. Just arrived.
Just arrived. That's honest.
That's honest. Absolutely. Great to have you with us, Refilaway. And also, we just got last two. Gotta love you and leave you guys. Bye, guys. That's it. Baset Sana. Have a powerful day at work today, Baset Sana. We'll see if we can upload this so you can follow it up later. Ursula says, amazing how she could do that despite her past. And Nicodemus couldn't. Oof. Good examples there from the Bible. All right, guys. So let's keep it moving. Gonna go for a timeout, and we're gonna go into the elements of our love therapy meeting that we had last week. I'm just going into my pocket because that's where I've got all my little box of tricks for the show. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, it's come out now. All right, but before we go off into a timeout, I want to show you a very short TikTok shot here, guys. A very interesting TikTok shot because we are talking all about the comfort zone this morning. Yeah. We're talking about the comfort zone, and here's the interesting thing. All right, here's the interesting thing. One of the benefits, how can I say? One of the challenges that we can have in our love life, the baby one. All right. Sometimes we could be at the dating stage and we want to try and do things our way. We have things like love therapy, but we don't consider it, right? Yeah. Or we just think we're too clever. We've seen enough talk shows. We've seen enough things that we could just do it ourselves. You know, but then you have something like love therapy. It says, look, love intelligently, and let's do it with God. Let's do it with God. Let's take God's advice, right? Yeah. We have a nice little video here from the Love Talk team, just showing that what it actually looks like when we try to do our own way.
The towel.
You said that to me, actually. I love that.
That's interesting.
Yeah. The towel is there for nothing.
The towel's there for nothing, right? The help is right there in front, right there. There's actually something there to help you. But like, we're just doing it our own way, you know. Yeah. So that says a lot, and it gives us a bit of something to laugh at the same time. If you do want that clip, just message me on the Breath Show WhatsApp line. The WhatsApp line number is on the screen right now. Kat, what's the number?
It is +44 75 79 79 6845.
And again, Kat.
+44 75 79 79 6845.
That's the Breakfast Show WhatsApp line. It allows you to communicate with us here in the studios, wherever you are on the planet. It's the WhatsApp line, but it uses the WhatsApp platform. All right. So send your videos, comments, voice notes. We love hearing from you. All right, guys, we're going to go for a very short time out. Okay. And we'll be right back in just a moment as we look at elements of last week's Love Talk. The comfort zone is a good place for your love life. Why? Why not? Share it with us and communicate in our WhatsApp line. Feel free to send me a 30-second voice note because I love the communication. All right, see you in a sec.
Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying the show. Just thought I'd interrupt. If you haven't done already, smash the robust like and subscribe button. Why not? Why not? You like us, I like you. Why not?
Good morning, Breakfast Show faithfuls. It's great to have you with us. It's a new day. It is Thursday here. If this is not a Breakfast Show revisit, because if it's a Breakfast Show revisit, then it'll probably be Friday and it won't be Thursday as it is now in this point of reality and time. That's so awkward to speak like that, like thinking in the future. Like, it's interesting. Yeah, because if you see revisit, then that means it's another day of the week. We've played the show and we're replaying it for you to enjoy. So you're going to still enjoy it, but it's not live.
Today's Friday.
Yeah, so it'll be like today's Friday if
Most
it's a revisit. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's one of those ones. Futuristic, yeah. It's one of those ones. I'm doing the craziest there because I'm traveling in the future and I'm seeing you. I'm seeing you. All right, guys. All right. By the way, I just want to say a huge good morning. I got our Croydon crew joining us this morning. We have the one only Kwaku. Hey, my guy Kwaku's joining us this morning. Say morning. Oh yes,
long time.
Hey, you know Kwaku in Croydon?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Right. So all connected from Croydon. Love it. Wake all the other guys up, guys, because today's theme is going to be very, very important. Because today's theme, the comfort zone. You know, what was that? Go ahead. That's the Croydon theme. That's the Croydon song.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, CRO2TA. That's it. Love it. We need to play that again. You know, that song bang. I think we still have the video, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of course we do. We have to have the video. All right. By the way, I just want to say to Pamela, thank you for sending the song request. But we need a song that has a bit more of a spring in the step. Yeah, because Breakfast Show time, you know that there are songs that are good for other occasions, but with Breakfast Show, we want to take people out of the bed and out of the house, right? There's some songs that are good for other times, but it will send people back in bed worshipping. All right, so we need to get everyone out of bed and out of the house.
Yeah.
Out of the house. So thank you for sending them. And obviously, if they are good, then we can also add it to our playlist for other programs as well, which would be really nice. Imagine we had like a worship hour here on the Breakfast Show. I mean, 21 days get me thinking, you know, like it's not always fire, vim and hanging off the ceiling. All right. It'd be
Maybe
nice.
just a day that we play slow songs.
I think I'll be challenged with that one. Because then I'll have to be like, good evening, everyone. I hope you've had a good day. We're going to go into the symbolic worship choir. And we're going to play How Great. Enjoy.
No.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Could you do it for an afternoon show?
So
Just out of
What
curiosity.
about the evening show? If you want an evening show.
I want an
then you
evening show, but it wouldn't be
full
so...
of energy.
Yeah, evening show. Like, and it will play like some...
People are trying to go to sleep and you're there shouting.
I wouldn't. Who says I'll be shouting? Look, we live and do, Ignatius,
Robert.
as the occasion demands. We do as the occasion demands. Different mission, different demand,
Yeah.
different outcome.
What would you call it? The evening show with Robert Ashitey.
Yeah, I mean, why don't we just call it the evening show, like, you know? Because then you can have any presenter doing it.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? And that would be a nice mix because you get like a different flavor from different people, you know, which obviously, but still different from all our other programs. You know what I mean? I think that'd be really nice.
Yeah.
That would be.
That'd be really cool.
It fit London.
Would you join me?
It fit London.
Would
yes.
you come by?
Yeah.
It'd be great to have you.
It fit London.
It'd be great.
London never sleep.
Yeah, indeed. And it'd be great to have you as well, Will, in the evening show. I'm like, we can, you know.
No,
No reaction.
no.
He's like, more?
Only that split second I realized it looked like that, but I just didn't want to cut you off. I was just trying to listen to what you're saying. But yeah.
It'd be great. All right, guys. So look, this is a breakfast show. We're keeping it live. We're keeping it real. This is how we roll every morning, 8 till 10. We've got Alton joining. Oh yeah, you better be there, Alton. You better. He's supposed to be here on the table of justice.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Today?
Yeah.
Oh.
Obviously, I just picked him up on outside because he was there, and I just like said, yeah,
Yeah.
you coming upstairs, and he's like,
Leaving.
I have work.
I was thinking what out to do.
I know. You're seeing the much more sterner side of me, isn't it? Okay, Alton says, good morning, everyone. This is my first time watching the breakfast show live.
Awesome.
Wow.
Well done.
I'm loving it so far. Very nice and different.
All right.
What did you think? What did you think? Seriously, Alton, brother. Henry from Croydon's joined us. Sorry, you was going to say?
What's the thing of Croydon?
Oh, TRO2TA. Yeah, so got Henry from Croydon.
2TA.
That's it.
Banging.
Banging. Thank you. Henry from Croydon says, morning, everyone. Connected from Croydon. You're awesome, Henry. Oh, that's
I'm playing
awesome.
the song, yeah.
Yeah, I'm awesome. I think we're having the background. Yeah, Neo from Priscilla joined us over in Botswana. Said it's my second time. Started watching it yesterday and is so very much love it. Fantastic. It's great to have you with us, Neo, and I hope you stay on the journey with us.
Indeed.
Kwaku says evening dinner show. Like for an extra show, like evening dinner show.
Evening dinner show.
Evening dinner show. You know, have evening dinner show, and then we have the love therapy, the love talk, like with Pastor we're Pastor and his wife, yeah, and then after that we'll be like there in the evening, like here, and after that I have to like walk back to South London. You know, so like, you know, it'd be good, it'd be great, it'd be a great therapy. It'd be nice, it'd be a nice vibe, and then we just kind of change the mood a bit.
Yeah.
It'd be great. Thank you very much for that, Kwaku. Yeah. Pamela says, no problem. I totally understand. You're awesome. I'm glad everyone understands. Otherwise, I'll start throwing, we'll see a stone get thrown through the window.
Yeah.
Because obviously I said that we can't use that certain types of music at a certain time. They'll be like, no! You know, but anyway, okay. All right, guys. Let's get into this now. It is Relationship Power Thursday. Okay, guys. And we're looking at the subject of our relationship and the comfort zone. Our relationship and the comfort zone. That's what we're looking at today, guys. And can it work? Can it work? Can it work? Here's it. If you're on the Breakfast Show broadcast, if you want to be on the Breakfast Show broadcast to always get the updates, you can send us a message on the Breakfast Show WhatsApp line, okay? And they say, please add me to the broadcast. It's not a group. What it is a broadcast that we send updates to all our listeners so that they can know what's coming up and be prepared. And if there's anything that happens behind the scenes, like transport or travel, or like supposing, God forbid, something happens with Liberty Radio and we have to delay a program, they get updates as well on that as well. All right? So we're asking the question, is the comfort zone a safe place for your relationship? And what does that mean to you and why? That's the question we're asking today, as we're going to give over for a segment from last week's Love Talk. How important is the love therapy, Ignatius?
Wow. Can't do without.
Yeah. 25 years. Some people think because you've done time, you've made it. that's what single people can think. Because you've done the time, you've made it. How important are these things that we're learning?
My marriage is actually 30 years.
Hey, you see, I told you. Why you say 25?
25 is here.
By the time, like with the gun pointed to the head and war and everything like that.
Wow.
Was
30 years.
we only count the time when we had an engagement with Jesus.
Exactly.
I mean, the rest,
Because
like,
that's what matter.
yeah.
But they also
There's a past bit, yeah. There was a lot of war.
the situation of Samaritan woman
Yes, back then.
back in the day.
My friend. So this is it, guys. I'm looking forward to your take on the elements today. Yeah, I know you are as well.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
You're ready to go. All right, guys. So let's go into the element of last week's Love Talk. We have Miss Luana here with us saying, good morning, everyone. Miss Luana is in Croydon.
Oh, always Croydon. Croydon is...
Miss Luana is in Croydon. All right. Thank you. Have you with us, Miss Luana? And Jeanette says evening drive show. That sounds like a good idea. I think people are pushing for it.
Drive show.
The evening drive show. Yeah.
Hey.
All right, guys. Without further ado, I know we even though this is Liberty Radio, our station, I have to do our best with the time. All right. And if you've got any comments on what you're seeing today, please put it in the live chat, or you can send a voice note up to 30 seconds. And oh gosh, they have been doing it. Oh, sorry. May I please have the John Challenge screenshot? Oh yes, please.
I'll get it ready.
Yes, we're gonna definitely. If you want the John Challenge screenshot, we're very happy to pass it to all of you. And by the way, we have a comment here from okay, Breakfast Show Broadcast. Okay, good. That's good. All right, everyone's responding. Love it. Excellent. Let's keep it going. All right, let's finish this thing because I could talk to the cows come home, and I would be here doing the evening drive show because I just keep talking. Thank you, Kat. All right, part one. Let's go.
I want to talk to you about something that everyone is looking for. Everyone is looking for comfort. We usually speak the words, we talk about the words comfort zone. What is a comfort zone? A comfort zone is something that you are used to. But nobody progresses, nobody breaks new ground by being in a comfort zone. But the comfort zone can be something bad. The Bible speaks about a group of lepers who they were excluded from their community because they were lepers. And that was the law at the time, the law of God. And at that time, they were just waiting to die. The comfort zone for them was that they were going to die. The Bible says this. It says, now there were 4 leprous men at the entrance of the gate, and they said to one another, why are we sitting here until we die? So they went to the camp of the enemies. When they got there, the enemies had fled, and they ate of the food and still ran to their community to tell them there was food there. And you see that in this case, the comfort zone was a problem. And in love life, we have to be careful. Because, for example, people get used to things, and that can become the norm, but the norm is not good. For example, if you are in a relationship that you are always fighting, always arguing, that has become the norm. But is that norm good? No. If you are in a relationship where there's always lack of respect, disrespect, that became the norm. When you have a disagreement, you don't talk to each other for days, for weeks. That become the norm. But that's not good. In order for you to fix the problem, you have to get out of your comfort zone and start to tackle. Maybe you say, Bishop, I don't like uncomfortable conversations, but maybe you need to so that you can start fixing your problem. If you are in your comfort zone, you may die in your comfort zone. You are here because you want to solve a problem. The problem of a relationship that's not working, the problem of being single. Either way, you have to find a way to get out of your comfort zone.
You are a person who doesn't like confrontation, or you know that if you talk about something with your spouse or with your boyfriend or your partner, there will be a bit of a fight. But you have to remember what is the right thing to do is to be honest, obviously speak the right way with the right tone at the right time, but resolve the problem. For example, lack of intimacy in a marriage. Many people got used to not having any because of the pride you were saying at the beginning of the meeting. You know, one thing leads to another and then it's a snowball. How can you be intimate like this, isn't it? There's no mood. So you get used to it because you don't want problems. You don't want to actually have to say sorry or to say, actually, I was wrong and I've hurt your feelings. I'm sorry. You see? So it is comfortable zone. I think they should change the name actually because it doesn't make people comfortable.
Love it. It's kicking off. It really is kicking off in a big, hard and dynamic way. They gave a biblical example of two lepers who were at a gate. There was famine in the city, right? There was no food. Everyone's dying there anyway. They have leprosy waiting to die, but you have enemies that look to kill them and they think to themselves, you know what? If we stay here, we're dead. Nothing's going to happen. At least if we check to see if the enemies will take us as a prisoner, we might have a chance of survival. So taking a risk is better than staying where we are. They did it, and it didn't just bless them, but it blessed everyone. And they've brought it to our relationship life as well.
Indeed.
It is in nations.
It's very amazing. They said to themselves, if we stay here, we're going to die. If we go there, we might find crazy soldier and kill us. We can only die because we're supposed to die anyway.
Yeah.
However, on their journey, cripple, lepers, walking very funny.
Yes. Yeah.
God changed their walking to be thunder.
Yeah.
Now, in our love life, we have to go through the journey. If you stay in a contiguous relationship and you are not doing anything, and you know it's contagious, you know where is that gonna lead?
True that.
If you don't speak in a modesty, like Miss Lena said, counting the right time, like she said. If you don't speak, the relationship gonna die anyway.
True that.
If you speak, you choose the leprous action, God will make your voice not a thunder of aggressive, but a thunder of peace.
Wow, that's strong.
Then,
yeah, and you know what the thing is, I think we choose, especially in love life, we choose to stay where we are. Because I could say this because I know that in the beginning of my marriage, it was a case of, it has to be this way. So I was very outspoken, very dynamic, and, you know, got things done. But then God said to me, you cannot live, you can't do to the rest of your life like this. Do you know what I mean? She needs to have room to grow, to make her decision, to have space to breathe. And then after I kind of pulled back the reins. But with that, I'll say my experience, what I came across was that there comes to points where it's like, you know what? I left it too much. I left the situation too much where it's like, okay, if the reaction isn't good, I'm going to lose my patience. So I just avoid not speaking. But that didn't solve anything.
No.
Things don't get solved until we speak. And I think we don't speak because we're afraid of the reaction. We're concerned about not having a favorable reaction. But like what you said, if we allow the situation to continue, things will die anyway. So get out of the comfort zone.
In my situation, at the beginning, was fire from me.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I mean, it's like if you don't change, I'll put a gun to
Yeah.
your head.
Then
I'll shoot you.
when we came to God, then I'm like, God, you are in charge. I even nearly let things that I'm supposed to do.
Yeah,
I left them for God to do what I can do,
that's true. Yeah, I hear that.
and it's not working.
I hear that.
I have to do my part so that He can do His.
Yeah, you're right.
Then I also realized that, oh, I think I let it too much.
Okay, I'm not the only one. Okay.
Let too much. So I got to go in there.
Yeah.
So how can I go in there?
How do we work this?
How can I steer
Yeah.
the boat to the right so that it cannot hit the rock?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the challenge. That's the work that needs to be done, and it needs to be done not just on one occasion, but
No.
often. And so I think because it's a part of life, you know, to let the thing just go off course, it's easy. I don't think human beings, we don't like confrontation.
No.
You know, and especially when you become a godly man, right? Because you had before, you was another direction.
Exactly.
You was warlord,
Exactly.
right?
I used to enjoy it.
Yes.
Then it came a point there, nah, that is not for me.
Yeah, and I
That's
think
not me.
that's where the 21 days is important. That's why interaction with the Holy Spirit is important to kind of get the balance right.
Exactly.
But we still need to do what we need to do. We've from what we've been talking about here, what are your thoughts, I Am Will?
So from what we've been speaking about, or rather what I heard the bishop say that resonated with me was you have to go out of your comfort zone to be able to tackle and solve a problem. So for me, usually when I hear that you have to go out of your comfort zone, it's usually things talking about growth, personal
Associated
growth.
with personal development.
Like, you know, you can't actually become, like, whatever you want in your life is on the other end of your comfort
It's
zone.
not where you are.
Exactly. It can never be that you're just doing exactly what you're doing now, and that's how it's going to be. So yeah, so to hear that applied for a relationship, that when you have a problem in a relationship, and yeah, for some people it will be separate issues, like they struggle with confrontation with other people, they feel like they know they're going to have an argument, or they just want peace, so they won't say anything. But regardless of that, it'll be, well, your problem will always exist if you stay in this comfort zone.
Yeah.
It can only ever go away when you actually decide, I need to make a concerted effort to try and stop this from happening.
A concerted effort, love it.
And the thing I want to touch upon was because sometimes it doesn't really get brought up as much, but so some people who are dating, and yeah, obviously they're not married. I don't know how long they might have been dating for. Sometimes you can actually realize, is this relationship worth pursuing, where I've actually come out of my comfort zone, tried multiple times out of my comfort zone to fix a problem, only to be met with resistance by the person I'm dating. Maybe that's a epiphany for you, that you realize maybe this long term is not going to work out if
True that.
this person is, if I'm even taking the lead, even if it's I'm saying as a guy, but it could very well be that as a woman in a relationship who's actually showing that bit more boldness, and then their partner is being resistant. It could be a moment where you just realize, actually, yeah, this is not the right path for me.
Yeah, drop it like a hot.
And yeah, and I think that kind of thing is something that you can use to find out if you're in the right relationship.
Drop it like it's hot. Here's an interesting thing. I was thinking of showing it before we get to after part 2, but we've got a little a circular graph here, a picture of the comfort zone. All right, the comfort zone, the actual graphic. All right, this is quite interesting, guys. All right, Kat, you be good? Yep. All right. So there it is. So here it comes up on your screen now. These are the circles of the comfort zone. So you got in the left there, you got comfort zone where you feel safe and in control. All right. You might even feel safe but not in control. Right. But it's comfortable. You can let things fly. Then you got the fear zone, which is affected by others' opinions, finding excuses, or lacking self-confidence. So that's a bit that we don't want to come out to, right? The fear zone, we don't know what could happen, the person's reaction, etc. Next, we've got the learning zone, and in that zone we start dealing with new challenges and problems. So we actually deal with it. I'll share it with you, champion. We deal with dealing with new challenges and problems, gaining new skills and experiences, and we start expanding our comfort zone. So we start to becoming comfortable dealing with the challenges and his different experiences. And then we've got the growth zone where we need to all get to, and this is talking about love life now, not just personal development, where it's a case of achieving objectives. So you're able to communicate and achieve those objectives together, setting new goals for each other. You become a couple that we're not just coasting, but we can actually set goals, understand, learn from each other, and build. Finding your purpose, so you can actually understand what the mission is together as a couple. Making your dreams a reality, so things start to flourish and start to become created, because if two are in agreement, no one can stop these people. And then self-confidence and belief. The outcome is both individuals become stronger and more powerful. Why? Because we left that place all the way to the left called the comfort zone.
Which means leaving the comfort zone, in a nutshell, can actually lead to a greater horizon of success.
Yeah.
But
Let's see it. There's all this. There's all this. And that
the
fear
mountain
bit.
to climb.
There's a mountain to climb. Let's continue, guys. We've got a comment here from Jeanette. Elton wants to play Forrest Frank, Good Day. Yeah. Kat's got it. And Jeanette says, dynamic, the justification. Oh my. Sometimes we can't justify dynamism, Mr. Robert. Just say I was wrong. Okay. When I say dynamism, I meant, when I said that I was kind of dynamism, is a case of if I see something wrong, I would be on it straight away.
Yeah.
If I see something that needed to be fixed or done in a better way, no, it's like this. This is the way we're meant to do it. That's what I meant. Yeah. So that's it. All right. So let's keep it moving, guys. I think we're learning a lot this morning. That was just part 1. Let's go over to part 2. Let's do this.
So maybe, for example, your comfort zone could be that you are shy. You're a single person who is shy. But a single person cannot be shy. You have to be brazen face sometimes. You have to. But Bishop, what if I go there, I ask the person out, and we're talking about people of faith, because even if it's in the church, you come to love therapy, you see someone you like, you're going to have to ask the person out. You ask them out where? To love therapy.
To the singles hour.
But you get the idea, right? But Bishop, what if I go and ask the person out and the person says no, and they laugh at me? Well, but that's a chance you have to take. Listen, before, in the time of our parents, people had to ask the other one out, not behind the screen. It's easy to get rejected behind the screen, but to be rejected in person, one thing happens, you develop a thick skin very easily. It's like jumping into the deep end of the pool. Once you're rejected once, my friend, the second time is easier. And then you say, rejection, I've done. I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Right? Yeah. And nobody dies. Society today makes people to be very sensitive. You say, well, I'm traumatized because I was rejected. Come on, my friend. Be a man, be a woman, right? That's normal. That happens. So maybe your comfort zone is being shy. Maybe your comfort zone is that, you prefer that no one notices you. So you hide behind a cloak of invisibility that is you, just blending into the environment, not doing anything that makes someone notice you, even good things. Of course, you coming and approaching someone and saying, would you like to have a chat? Would you like to talk? Is there a chance of ridicule? Yes. But there's also a chance the person says yes. And guess what happens? If the person says yes, that one day that the person said yes to you will be better than what?
1,000.
That one day will be better than the 1,000 days you were waiting.
1,000 or more.
Or more. Imagine the person, maybe you came to the person to ask her for a coffee. Do you want to go for a coffee? And in your mind, you thought, I'm going to ask her for coffee, but she'd probably say no. And then you say, look, would you like to go for coffee? And then she says yes.
Yes.
And then you think, wow, I didn't think of a follow-up question. I thought she was going to say no. I didn't think, and then she says yes, and you say, okay. Because what you should say afterwards is, okay, so where would you like to go? Would you like to go for a coffee? Would you like to, right? But maybe you were so negative that you didn't think the person was going to say yes.
Sometimes with this being shy thing, it's so bad because you will always be wondering, what if? What could have happened? What could have? What would? Think of all the woulds and woulds. Shyness is terrible. It doesn't come from God. Actually, the Word of God says, let the shy and fearful go home. Some people with the shyness and other problems, their comfort zones, they overanalyze things. They, like you said, the coffee. Oh, I'm going to the coffee. No, I want to ask her out. But what if this and this? And sometimes, or most times, you just don't have to think about anything. Just go and do what you need to do. I remember that when I knew you were coming to have a chat with me, I had never dated anybody, held hands with anybody. And I was keeping myself in every single way for that person. So I was very nervous. I've never spoken to a boy before in that way. So what am I going to say? So all these questions came and my pastor said, are you ready? I just said, yes, let's do it. And I stopped myself from thinking too much. Because if we think too much, especially ladies, we like to be very precise. But that works against us many times. So, just if we start thinking too much, we will find all the reasons not to do what we need to do.
And this is
and
where
we self-sabotage.
All right. Wow.
Great.
That was great.
Great.
You like that? You like that?
Yeah.
There was quite a few things there. All right. I think one of the things you liked was the attitude of what Miss Helena was saying. You kind of perked up, Ignatius, when she spoke about how, as well, I am Will as well, about when you don't know what can happen, you don't know what can come out of it, and sometimes you just need to go and do whatever you need to do, right?
Because they know you already have.
That's true. That's a good point. Yeah.
All these years you have the no. Oh, what you're asking is that.
That one, yes.
Like they said that 1 yes will erase 1,000 no.
And here's the interesting thing, I and Will. Humans don't do well with rejection, especially when it comes to love life. If you're single, we can kind of overanalyze, and even as in a married relationship, we overanalyze a situation to talk with our spouse or try to gauge when is the right time to do something, right? Right? It's one of those things, right? But as a single person, opportunities could pass them by without them realizing it because of shyness and lack of action.
Yeah, because I would say really, if you're single, I'm saying hypothetically, regardless of your personality type and what your experience is, if you're someone who, like we say, get out of bed, get out of the house to go and do whatever your mission is, every day, especially if you're in London, obviously we're based here in London and there'll be people all over the place in all kinds of cities or maybe less populated places. But as long as you're somewhere where there's human beings, if you're single, you could potentially ask out any given person on any given day.
That's true.
But
if you think of it that way, you
yeah,
could.
Yeah.
So it's not like
London.
Yeah, it's not like
you could actually create a new adventure just like that in one day.
any given day, yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, it could be days where every day you're asking, let's say, at least one person, and then you keep saying no. And obviously, for a lot of people, it will knock your confidence. But I suppose it depends on the approach that you have, because I think there are some people who, as human as we all are, if you're someone who you're already entering the situation with low self-esteem, just the first no, you're like, you see, I knew it, guys. You guys didn't have my back. I tried to stop you. You see, you start looking around, blaming people who tried to encourage you and things like that. But for someone who's like, oh, your worth, that listen, it's not like anybody owes me a date, but I feel like if I approach it the right way, I can offer things in a relationship. I can offer things for a date or whatever. So Yeah, and even then, I can't. It's a big kind of words to open, because even now I'm thinking about it from a guy's perspective. But you know, in this day and age, I wouldn't even say that. Even though things are a lot more liberal, I wouldn't even say that we're really at a point where we're super encouraging women to, you know, to make a first move. And some guys, you know, are like, oh, I'd love for a girl to make a first move. I'm tired of being rejected, blah blah blah.
True.
But you know, things like that. So I feel like on both sides, you know, there's a lot of hesitancy for all kinds of reasons, because so many people just have different life experiences. I remember me personally, it's funny because I didn't have the experiences of being rejected. I just used to watch kids' TV shows where the characters were asking people out and getting rejected, and I'd see like the worst over-exaggerated reactions to, like, you know, getting laughed at. You know, the whole school finds out you got rejected. And when I was a kid, I actually remember this now. It's crazy how it used to be such a big thing for me. I used to think if I ever told someone that I liked them, the whole school would find out, and that, you know, they would find out that of course I was rejected and blah blah blah. So I used to be like I used to grow up, probably all the way up until like 16, 17. Even like my closest mates, like, you know, if anyone was talking, oh, I find this person like this, like, you wouldn't hear a word out of my mouth. It's funny, but then, you know, all of a sudden you just kind of have a change. For me, it was probably a change of mentality. You know, I think around about 18 or whatever, I rated myself a lot higher, you know, in my characteristics and things like that. And then that shone through to other things, like, being able to reveal to someone if I'm interested in things like that.
I love that. That's a big step in maturity.
Yeah.
Right? Because everyone feels a bit odd when it comes to like relationship and stuff like that. I remember I was terrible, man. I was terrible. I was terrible. Like, literally, I wouldn't speak. I'd be told like, this person really likes you, and I'd be like, but in my mind, I like the person, you know.
But
so
you wouldn't speak.
I wouldn't go and approach the person. You know what I mean? I could have been like a bad boy or anything like that, but in my head there was that. But I think that kind of preserved me in a sense.
Yeah.
You know, before the offer of love. But you know, my wife and I almost didn't get married. Because one of my wife's biggest issues was shyness. So when I had encountered the offer of love, I became super bold. So it's like, you know, I like you.
Yeah.
I made the first move. Look,
That's
I didn't know how to date or whatever. But Pastor, what do I do? This new life. I don't want to do like I did in the world. So how do you do things in with Jesus? If you like someone, he's like, oh, you like this person? Okay, blah blah blah. Just let her know. Okay, I said, can I write a poem? She goes, yeah, I wrote a poem. Gave it to her. Spoke to her. Yes, I like you. I'm interested in you. If we like to date. You know, but she wouldn't speak.
That's amazing. That's actually amazing, because there's also girls who are out there who are actually crazy in a good way.
Yeah.
Who go outside London and they, in their little heart, they make their own prayer. I just want a boy who doesn't care.
Really?
Oh yeah.
That's scary.
Just me and him, we go. My wife was actually like that.
Really?
Anything, if I say let's jump, we jump.
Wow, that's awesome.
Soon after. Not when we came to Jesus, but along the way. And that's one of the things that I like.
Yeah.
If I said let's hike for...
She's with you. She's got your back.
No question.
We love that. We love that. And but you know, so for example, like we in my case, we have Kaya, we have Ezekiel, our two children. They're in CBC, whichever. But that would never have happened if my wife gave into her shyness. You know, I didn't like that, because it almost put me off. But you know, I gave the olive branch. So literally none of that would have actually happened. We would have actually just gone our separate ways. It'd been like, okay, see, in the youth group, if shyness dominated her, you know,
on the level, so it's to cut you off, but just honestly, because of how I was, I remember the first time I actually was in a relationship. It was literally, I think a big factor on my end for why even though I didn't break things off, but why I think soon after I was okay with it not being broken off was I had actually grown really, I'd grown out of patience with the girls dating being really, really shy.
Okay.
So yeah, she was like, we had like one mutual friend, and even she would say like, when my friend who's a girl who introduced me to her, she'd say like, oh, when they'd hang out and together, like she would spend the whole time not even really knowing for sure if she even enjoys her company.
Wow.
And I was like, wow, and that's you as like friends, and I experienced that even dating her.
Wow.
So that was a really tough thing for me. But and then I don't look back at that and think, oh, what if or anything. But I do think like for you to have had someone that you married who at the beginning was like painfully shy, I wonder what how shy is too shy to continue it or anything like that?
That's a very good question.
It's a very good question.
And I think what it is when you have to dive into the person to pull out a response.
That's the key.
Right?
You go in and just pull out, if you like, the response or the shyness away.
You know what I mean?
And make her bust to you.
So exactly. So if the person's like too withheld and they can't express themselves properly, you think when you go on a mission, how are they going to be? When you're having have tough conversations, are they always going to be hiding you so you can't resolve situations? So it's all kind of contributes together, you know. So it's quite interesting. I hope you guys are enjoying the conversation. I know some of you have had to go to work because it is that time, but those of you who are holding on and you're with us right now, it's great having you with us. And I've got a little video for you guys. I've got a video for you guys. We're talking about the comfort zone, and we're talking about also dialogue and communication when it comes to the comfort zone. I got a video of showing of an example of how we can kind of get it wrong. All right, the lady, worst time to bring up an issue. Okay, the worst time to bring up an issue. So it's the one when they're in the office. Let's have a look. That's it. That's it. The one in the middle. All right, the worst time to bring up an issue. Clearly, this person doesn't have an issue with the comfort zone in communication. Check this out.
Assembly line. That's how we kind of. Baby, can I help you with something?
Looks like somebody left the toilet seat up again.
Right now is not the best time. I'm talking to my staff.
Oh, so you can remember all these little charts, but you can't remember the one rule for the bathroom?
Don't you see we in a meeting? Baby, how about we talk about it when I get home?
Okay, I'll see you when you get home.
You ain't gotta do all that, baby. You
Enjoy your little friend time.
Baby, come. Sorry, y'all. Sorry about that.
She had a bathrobe. She couldn't wait. She couldn't wait. So that's an example of literally stamping over the comfort zone. To voice your thoughts. All right, guys. But anyway, let's go on to the next part of today's piece. Let's go. Number 3.
This is where faith comes in. Because for you to get out of your comfort zone, what do you need? Faith. To ask someone out, what do you need? Faith that it's going to work. For you to solve a problem in your marriage, what do you need? Faith. For you to invite, maybe you're here, your partner doesn't come to love therapy. And you know that if the person would come here, the things you're learning would help to solve the problem. But maybe you've never asked because you don't believe it's going to work. The person's going to say yes. You know why? Because you're not living by faith. You're in your comfort zone. 3 things that are important and that requires faith for us to do. Number 1, of course, we already spoke about it. Get out of your comfort zone. Number 2, do what you wouldn't or what you normally wouldn't do. So for example, let's say that every time you have a problem in your relationship, that turns into an argument. What do? The person has lost their temper. They're arguing. Don't say anything. Relax, calm down. The next day, when both of you are calm, you say, honey, come, let's have a seat. You know, yesterday when we were talking and you lost your temper, we can't solve problems like this anymore. In other words, you are doing what you normally would not do. Maybe the person would fight, you would fight also. Maybe what you normally wouldn't do was to believe that someone would like you. Bishop, no, who's gonna like me? Maybe you don't believe that. That takes faith. You have to start using your faith. And point number 3, sacrifice your fears, your embarrassments, your shyness, your doubts. Sometimes you don't do something out of fear. You have to, people, everything that you've achieved in life was because of faith. Is it true or not? It was because of faith. And if you let your fears, your shyness hold you back, yes, you will be comfortable, but nothing will change. Things only change when you take a step of faith. Maybe you're there and you're waiting for the right time for everything. You're waiting for the stars to align. You're waiting for this to happen, that to happen, so that you decide to get married, so that you decide. And time is passing and nothing is happening. Yeah. We need to plan, but sometimes you just have to go ahead and do things. Amen, friends. Amen. You can plan all you want. For example, we have the dating app for the members of the church, the assistants. And maybe you've been planning to join the app for months. When I join the app, I'm going to put this kind of picture. Maybe you've been taking pictures for the app for 6 months, but your pictures are on your phone. Who's going to see them? Who's going to see them? Nobody. And you see them. This picture will be very nice for the app. Wow, this one also. Very nice. Wow, this one.
Or instead you use the picture to put it on social media and write a beautiful message. Keep going. Things will happen for you. You know, persevere. You know, God is faithful. Yes, He is, but you need to take a step.
That's it. That stuff is just a smoke screen for taking an action out of your comfort zone.
Indeed.
It's comfortable to take pictures, keep it in your phone for us to look at and just be like, and then post on social media like Miss Helena was saying, oh yes, the day will come. You know what I mean? But we don't take the necessary steps to change our situation. When you spoke about personal development, you know, even like in business and in work, there are things that we need to do that we're not comfortable with, and we kind of deviate and do something else in that time where we could be doing something more meaningful. Same thing with a single person, from what I'm seeing here. Miss Helena is saying is that instead of doing the things that are meaningful, to speak to someone, to do what is uncomfortable, maybe to speak to someone that you normally wouldn't speak to. Maybe you're concerned with what your friends, you know, say about the person, you know what I mean? Because the person probably doesn't look as the picture that everybody has in their mind in terms of height, in terms of skin tone, in terms of hair texture and all the rest of it, and color eyes, you know what I mean? So you don't speak to a particular person, but you coming out of your comfort zone is to speak to that person, to see the content of that person's character. So there's a lot of things here. There's a thing that I used to say. There's a phrase that I developed over the time. It goes like this: no feelings, no emotions, just the objective. And I usually, because I've, as an individual, I've done events where there's been lots of people, big groups of people, 10,000 people, and people sometimes ask me, how are you able to do these things, and don't you feel afraid doing all these different types of things? But I have this thing in my head, like, no feelings, no emotions, just the objective, focusing on the objectives. So if you're dating, the example would be focus on speaking to the person, see what's inside them. What will I say? Start the conversation, and the rest will be discovered. So there's a lot of different things there.
A lot, because fear is always there. Fear sometimes is a preparation, but fear can also be an impediment of a great success ahead of you.
True that.
So you just need to know that this fear, there's no way you can erase it from human life.
That's true.
But you should not allow it to be the stumbling block all the time.
Wow. Yeah. Because I mean, fear does have an element where it protects us, right? Otherwise, we'd all like run into the road.
Exactly.
Like, I'm free.
On the railroad.
Right. But so I like how you said all the time.
Yeah.
We have to manage and control that.
Yeah.
As your thoughts as a single guy. I'm gonna come into the comments in the live chat, guys. Just go on.
Well, for me, I thought that was some really nice advice there, as per usual, of course. But I thought it was a good point to sort of tell people how I would say, in other words, to be what you try and encourage other people to be. So like I thought that touch of I was having a nice picture to post on social media, empowering caption, things like that. To me, what went into my mind is sometimes people take on a persona on social media, which is why I think so many people or younger people, my generation, are so comfortable with trying to start relationships over social media and texting and things like that, because that real life, face-to-face experience, I feel like it's dying. I'm not even kidding. It's like, and it's funny because it was months ago that Robert said this, and Robert says it as a joke, but it's something that sticks with me because it was something that's like, it's so true. It's like Robert says like, oh, I couldn't be in this current dating pool now. I don't know how you guys do it. And I say, Robert, if only I could be in the previous one. You know what I mean? If only I could be born sooner. Because I look at stuff now. It's like I just don't like what I see. I see stuff where I see like these debates all the time raging between like, oh, who's the one who's messing stuff up? Is it the men doing this and women doing this? And you go to comment section and you've constantly got men and women pit against each other, fighting, arguing about all these kind of like really minor things, and you know, some major things as well. But it's like the consistency in where I see it, and it's not just people my age. It's people who are 10 years older than me, people even a bit older and things like that. Even people who are younger, and I'm just thinking like, wow, such a wide range of ages, all exhibiting the same behaviors over social media. And it's like, and this is, you know, my dating pool per se. You know, like this is who I've got
the struggle is real.
From.
It's there. Oh no.
Yeah, and it's not it. You know, and even though I know I'm deviating a bit from what Bishop and Elena were saying, but I did want to bring it up because it is actually something where you can try and be courageous. You can try and go out of your way to find people, but I think the manner in which you're doing it. So like what they mentioned there was like, oh, you're dating in a church. You'd ask someone out, take them to Love Talk, take them to Singles Out. I was like, you know what? That's on. You know, for some people that'll be out of the question. Like some people hear that, it's like they tune off. Like, what are you even talking about? I'm gonna take this girl to, blah blah blah. I don't know. You know what some guy.
To.
Yeah, or Hakkasan. Anyway, you know, I don't even know. I don't even know, but you know, some people will be coffee shop or walk on the park. I don't know, but I see things that people talk about, and I don't know if we brought up on the show. Like the one was that list of some women said like, the 50 different places that you can't take a girl on the first date. Do you remember? And it was literally like, and so many of them was like, okay, I can see why you wouldn't want to go there, but someone was like, that's a decent restaurant, man. Like and stuff like that. It's like, oh, what do you like what do you want? And it's just people's priorities. You know, they want to be wooed. You know, some people want this and that out of a date from a guy's perspective and a woman's perspective, by the way. They want stuff out of the date that's not really what you should be looking for. Some people, they're not even looking for their life partner in the date. They just want to date for the sake of it. They want to date so they can have a companion, so they can show their mates or family, oh, you look, see, I'm dating someone. And
the intention,
tough.
The intention's a big one. Some people's mind is so different now that the intention is off. And you know what? And you know what you said about taking someone out, like even like to come to love therapy, love talk. It's the person who's serious, right? It's the person who knows that just as if I want to be an athlete, I'll train and prepare to be an athlete. If I'm an architect or I'm studying some type of academia, I will study or learn to develop to become specialized in it. A person who's serious about their relationship and they hear about something like love talk, they'll be like, you know what? Let me invest in love talk so I can give my relationship life a good start. You know what I mean? So we can, and so imagine if you meet a like-minded person like that, that's already like a really good tick on the box. Actually, I've actually got an animation about this. I've actually got a video about this. I'm going to show it to you in just a second, my little clips. Anonymous ending 038 says, oh, sorry, we got Nicole here. Good morning, ending 038 in Namibia, saying, my youth coordinator always advising us to participate in the youth activities, and I can say it really helped me to overcome shyness. Good. Absolutely, that's what happened with Nicola as well. Patience in Physical Park says, that's it. Things only change when you take a step of faith.
Indeed.
K2, good to see you there, K2. First time I'm seeing you here in the live chat on the Breakfast Show. Says, good morning, everyone. Is the app open to everyone? I believe it is open to everyone, and I'm glad that you're asking that question. Message me on the Breakfast Show WhatsApp line, and we'll send you any details necessary. Because there's some people who I've heard it said, Dr. Shad was saying that they say, oh, the app is if you're desperate. Right? Oh, you only need to use the app if you're desperate. They've turned it into a blessing, into a negative stigma. Right? Don't get me wrong. Dating apps, there are things about secular dating apps where there's like no boundaries and all kinds of people come with different intentions. But you've got a dating app from the UCKG Help Center, right? That is managed, who have your personal best interests at heart. And then you turn around and look for a reason. You say, oh, it's because a person's desperate.
You see what I mean, Robert? And that's what I mean when I say people focusing on the minor things. It's literally on the minor, like it's literally what he says. Like it's not like you guys bought the secular ones that exist now. It's like oh yeah, we bought it, and it's basically the same thing, but we just own it. And it's like, no, you create something that's supposed to be unique. But people have such a stigma that they just can't get over it, and that's what I mean when I say, like, you know, it's all good and well talking about what we're talking about, trying to tell people to be braver and this and that. But I think, you know, what we should also mention is the methodology in which people are doing what they're doing. Because that, to me, like what I just said, that's a ridiculous thing. If I'm being honest.
So English,
And where that lead when they do it on their own, tears.
Yeah, we play that video again in a
minute. While what is been given here is actually a shelter.
Drop it like it's hot.
that
Drop
will
it like
lead
it's
you
hot.
to happiness,
True that.
complete fulfillment.
You know, it's funny. I love all this, and you know what? Here's an interesting thing, right? When we get it right, we've got a bit when she finally understands. All right, we've got a clip here, a little short clip. When she finally understands, I think it's that middle one there, yeah. When she finally understands, so we're coming out of the comfort zone, and you and your partner have reached a place where you both understand. You don't take things as criticism, but it's actually for each of our own good. Check this clip out.
Yeah.
Close the door carefully. Over the table. Okay, good. No, thank you. No feet on the dashboard. Okay, play it one more time. All right, have a look at this again. All right, so look, she's getting it.
Getting it there, yeah.
The door. Close it nicely. There we go. All right, we're good. Chris, see, that's what happens in the car. That's it. Keep the car clean. That's good. You wouldn't do that to your bag, would ya? Let's not do that to the door. That's it. It's a win.
Yeah.
It's a win. Kat,
Yeah.
what do you think of those images there?
Funny.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The training.
The training is good. So, you know, but some people would argue. Like, I can put my feet on the dashboard. What's wrong with you? Why disturb? But, you know what I mean? And this isn't one-sided about men or towards women. No, it's just the psychology behind it all, right? We've got a comment here from It's Brad. Will has got unlimited Riz. He's the love guru. Looks like you got a fan club, dude. Let's go to the next.
So much love for that. Thank you.
Let's go to the next one. Let's go.
To get out of your comfort zone, you have to use your faith. In your relationship, if you are in a relationship, you have to use your faith to fix the problem that you have. It's not going to be by arguing, fighting, persuading the person that you will solve the problem. Everything is by faith. The Bible says that whatever is not of faith is a sin. If it's not by faith, it's a sin. The problems we had in our marriage, of adapting and so on, we fix them by faith. It's faith that reminds me, okay, it's not by retaliating that we're going to solve this. So you calm down, you wait for the right moment, and then you sit down and you say, listen, you know, the disagreement we had last time, or yesterday, the day before, we can only fix it if we do this and this and this. We can't keep going like we were going.
Yes.
And
Face this decision.
yes, and you have that conversation, may be unpleasant, but then you fix the problem. So then your relationship becomes like a good wine. Usually they say that the best wines are the new wines or the old wines. The old one. How do you know? Do you drink wine? I'm keeping an eye on you, huh? That's what they say, right?
Yes.
Okay, just to lighten the mood and relax. Okay. But marriage becomes better afterwards when we start solving the problems by faith. Don't wait for things to happen. Sometimes people say, Bishop, time solves all things. Time solves nothing. Time solves nothing. Problems don't go away because of time. Problems go away because we use our faith. I want to pray with you now for you to start using your faith in your marriage, in your relationship. Maybe you planned your dating period, engagement, marriage, the next 5, 10, 20 years with that person perfectly, but you didn't include faith. You didn't include faith. Maybe you're trying to solve a problem. You even read the books of the church, Bulletproof Marriage, but you want to solve your problems with the tools of the book, which is good, but without what? Faith. Faith is you saying, let's go there to the service. We're going to go to love therapy. We will solve this problem. Faith is for you to stop, like it says here, sacrifice your fears. What if I approach this person and the person says no? What if the person says no, they said no? That's it. You move on. Nobody died. Amen. That's it. What if the person ridicules me? Why would they do that?
No, they wouldn't.
What if the person rejects? But what if the person says yes? Couldn't they say yes as well? So let go of that idea of your fears. Maybe your fears are keeping you in a cage that is very comfortable. You know, when they create animals in captivity, especially animals that are endangered, usually they raise them in captivity to then release them into the wild. And they are animals that they don't want to leave captivity, because captivity is comfortable. You don't have to go out and hunt. Someone brings you meat through the bars. But you're still a prisoner. Maybe your fears are keeping you afraid. Maybe you've been thinking of a decision. You've been thinking of doing something for a long time, but you just think you haven't done it yet. Maybe today you came here, praise God, congratulations for your decision. But maybe something has been tugging away there at your heart, at your mind. Why don't you do this? Why don't you take this step? But you think, well, what if this happens? What if that happens? Well, people, all these things you thought about can happen. But if you think like that, you don't do anything in life.
Drop it like it's hot.
Indeed.
This is real counseling today, isn't it?
Real pearls.
Powerful counseling today, and I think what we'll do, we'll stop there, Kat. Yeah, we'll stop there with the elements for today. If you, Ella Stella asked if it's going to be on Liberty Radio. I doubt that we still air it live on Liberty Radio. Okay. However, I'll confirm for you. All right, but there is also a live program in the studio about what took place in the Love Therapy. But ideally, I know you're in Chicago, but there should be a help center nearby. They should be having a Love Therapy there. But also we'll have it here in the Rainbow Theatre, those of you who are close by. So here we go. Sacrifice fear, use your faith. And this is really interesting because once again on the Breakfast Show, concerning love life, how human beings try to sidestep God. And they try to sidestep God and they try to do it their own way. And it just shows you cannot sidestep God. The reason why, because we're seeing today that human beings are so imperfect. We can be so excited and favorable towards someone today, but life happens and we can see someone different tomorrow. They will change and develop as a person over time. And the only security we have is having God as a standpoint of our relationship and the fundamentals to how we apply ourselves and behave in our relationship, right?
Yeah, like Bishop said, that you're trying to love and despising the author of love.
Yeah. Drop it like it's hot. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. So, so if I was to have like someone who doesn't regard God and they were listening to this now and they were like saying, oh man, yeah, I love God. Yeah, I love God. Yeah. But it's like, it's a thing of, do you want to be happy? Do you want to be happy? If you want to be happy in your relationship, I know there are people who say, oh yeah, but people still work it out. Do they really? Right? Because back in the day, you used to have some solid relationships, but even though people didn't consider God, they had godly principles. However, in the culture in today's society moves away from godly principles. Exactly. And so people are left to their own thoughts, like I am Will touched on. And so we have many disasters. Imagine if in the house of God, we have those who have relationship and it's a lot of work. Imagine outside from the author of love. So we really can't sidestep God, his principles, the way he does things, if we genuinely want to be happy. I think that's one of the things it comes down to today. Indeed. And the choice to come out of our comfort zone, right?
All the time. All the time. All the time.
Every day.
Every day.
Look at the ring on this brother, this soldier's finger. Look at the ring. Look at that. Wow, you're one, my friend. You customize your wedding ring.
My friend. Before, when we were not in the presence of God, it was easy to be taken off. This one,
It doesn't come off no more because she's feeding you well because she's happy. It's solid.
If any, I want to display it.
Hey, that is it. That's it. His wife is a real catch, you know.
That's it.
And you've become a granddad now as well, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
The journey of life.
In fact, the kids, they are not. If they were like me, I'm supposed to have maybe 10, 20 grandchildren already. But for them, they know the principle.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's it. It changes. And some people will kind of go crazy. I want grandchildren because that's all there is. And we love babies. Yeah, we love them. But the thing is, when we have godly principles, the dynamics in our choices and what we see for our family is different. It's very, very different.
Because they also come with the responsibility for you to give what you get from the altar, so that you can shield them.
That's it.
Before, just get them.
Well, you know what? It's a blessing to have you on the show, Ignatius. I can't wait to have you back with us again very shortly. And also, I am Will. It's been a nice show this morning, isn't it?
It really has, yeah. It's been thoroughly enjoyable.
Very soothing. I've got one more video to show you guys. I just want to throw this one in there just for the sake of it. I just want to throw it out in there. Just want to throw it because it's a breakfast show and I do things like this spontaneously in my life. All right, so the video that I have for you now is, let me see, Liberty Radio. We've got when we got worst time. We've done that one. When he apologizes. All right, like, so one of the things that coming out your comfort zone is being able to apologize. Right, check this out. Okay, so so that was fun. I don't even know what was in that first dish.
That's the idea. What was it?
It was smaller and it had less ingredients.
Yeah. It's just
it was plain.
Just to tick the books.
I
did my part.
It's interesting, right? But look at that. Look at that. I mean, it just shows somebody has to extend the olive branch at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It paid off.
Say that again?
It paid off.
It paid off. Somebody. So maybe you might feel like we're in the right, like we learned in the John Challenge this morning, or we have the kudos and they have to be the one to apologize to us. But sometimes I think that you gave an example of that earlier, and I think you did as well, gave an experience you had. When we choose to come out of the comfort zone, to apologize, do whatever to break the ice, some good repercussions can come out of it, for sure, right?
Yeah, I mean, literally, I'm now looking at it. I was now looking at it just now. I was thinking like, sometimes it's not even you that has the problem in your life with someone where you have to extend an olive branch or the other way. But I think this type of advice is very nice to encourage other people. Yeah. Because more often than not, if it's not you, at least one person is at odds with someone. It's like, you know what, don't wait around for this person to eventually come around and apologize to you. Sometimes just so there can be some peace in your day-to-day life, extend that olive branch. And it's nice advice to be able to give to someone else, and then they can give that to someone else. And then generally speaking, a lot of people's lives are a bit better just from that one bit of advice.
That's important, because in actual fact, when you cross over, extend the leave and apologize, you realize that there was actually nothing.
Yeah. It was actually very petty.
There was nothing.
Yeah.
Once you have done that, you realize that there was nothing. It just
create stuff in our heads.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're great.
And it creates a big barrier, a fake barrier.
Literally.
Drop it like it's hot. All right, guys, this has been your breakfast show. It's been great being with you this morning. If you have managed to put up with my condition from 8 o'clock this morning till now, all right, and you've enjoyed the conversation. It's such a pleasure being here with you. Ignatius, thank you for being with us on the show. It's been awesome having you with us, and I can't wait to have you back with us again. Indeed. Absolutely. Yes, awesome. All right, absolutely. Also, I want to thank you, the one and only I am Will. You're still the man with a plan. Yeah. Great to have you with us this morning.
Consistency.
Thank you.
Yes, consistent. He's the guy.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, he's one of the face of
the
face of the breakfast show now. You know that. He's become.
To be honest, Rob.
Yeah.
This show is bigger than you think.
Amen.
Indeed.
Amen. Amen. We receive one of those blessings. We receive it. Yes or no, Kat?
Yep.
We just take it. We take it. We take it.
Seriously.
We take it. We take it. Thank you. All right. And also, Kat, you've been an awesome lady of sound. I don't know if you're still. Oh, yeah, there you are. You reappeared again mysteriously. All right. Great to have you there with us this morning. All right. Anonymous ending 804 says, I didn't understand it, so I wouldn't eat that second plate. Gosh.
True, actually.
But anyway, I think we got the idea. If you would like to see the chart of the comfort zone, please feel free to message us on the Breath Show WhatsApp line. The comfort zone circle, the benefits of coming out of the comfort zone. Able to show on the screen very briefly, because some people might have tuned in and they're probably wondering what on earth is he talking about. I stole this from somewhere. All right, so you can use it too. Okay, all right. But if you want it, please feel free to share. If you want elements, the slides of today's 21-day John challenge, message us on the Breath Show WhatsApp line. Just ask for it. If you always want to make sure you want to be connected to the Breakfast Show so you don't miss a Breakfast Show update, so you can be on our broadcast, message us on the Breakfast Show WhatsApp line, say I want to be added to the broadcast. And also don't forget, we're also on Instagram. Go to official Liberty Radio on Instagram so you don't miss a Liberty Radio beat, because we have so many programs on Liberty Radio that you can glean wisdom and all kinds of goodness from, for you to continue your day in an excellent way. Other than that, the next show is going to be at 12 midday, which is going to be Soul Raising Hour here on the Liberty Radio platform. Keep making your afternoon sweet. And we're going to look at it. Huh?
Till the very end.
Till the very end of the day. Exactly. So make sure you check the Breakfast Show, the Liberty Radio schedule. All right. But other than that, guys, tomorrow we're going to have a Breakfast Show replay. If you would like to replay a particular show that we have today or present in the past, message us on the Breakfast Show WhatsApp line to say what program you like. You don't have to be accurate. Just sum up whatever day it was if you can remember, and then we'll see and let Kat know to play. Other than that, she'll probably play today's show, because I think today's show had a really nice vibe. What do you think, Kat?
All right.
Yeah? What happened on Tuesday? Was I here? Did we do a live show on Tuesday? We did do a live show. I mean, we did a live show every day, but I can't remember Tuesday for some reason.
Oh, it was Bishop Renata's messages.
Yeah. Why working won't make you rich. That was awesome. That was good. That was a good one.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
Good.
So guys, make sure you communicate here. Otherwise, we'll just put something that you say I don't want to hear. It's Robert is singing all day, every day, and I don't want to. I don't want that in my morning. I don't want that. So please send your requests. Finishing up, we have a comment here from Chanel from South Africa saying, "Bye, Breakfast Show family. I've learned so much, and so we do. Let's put into practice what we learned today.
Indeed,
it's for everything. It's for everything.
It's a lifelong.
It's a lifelong. Guys, you're awesome. Until then, I'll be live. We'll be live on Monday. Ciao for now. Farewell." By the way, if you're on the Breath Show broadcast, by the way, I'm going to send you a video shortly, a discussion about a new thing we're going to do for our health all together. You can jump in if you want to be involved. I'm just saying. Bye. Right.
Okay, guys, I really hope you enjoyed that show and you actually captured that Breakfast Show Vim. We laugh, we joke, we learn, and we equip ourselves for day-to-day life. If you want to see more, guess what? We're actually live with a live chat and a live video feed Monday to Fridays on libertyradio.co.uk from 8 a.m. in the morning. So don't miss a Breakfast Show beat. Like and subscribe if you haven't, and definitely connect online. And I'd like to see you there on the show. Type your name in, communicate on the morning. If you didn't already, we're also on Instagram. Check us out on official Liberty Radio on Instagram. There's so much happening on that platform. Definitely go check it out. And I'd love to see you there. All right, have a good one.